You know, for a chapter that's shorter than usual, we sure are taking our sweet-ass time. Our mission? Find Nasser. If only. Although we were ready to try and talk to Nasser, I guess we should have been ready for was not being able to talk to Nasser. To be fair, we didn't arrive as early as usual, so that might have explained his absence at the entrance. But every other chance we got, any time we had any piece of free time we had, Nasser was either nowhere to be found, or I suspected was actively avoiding us. I hoped my suspicion wouldn't be confirmed as Olivia exited art class. Oh, how was it? Well, how was it? I hoped that the art class was one she enjoyed, but unfortunately it was slightly dashed. But it seemed to be slightly dashed as she shrugged and frowned. It was okay. Teacher kinda doesn't care. Not much different from Mrs. Hoy Private. Another student exited the class. The Microraptor sage. Hey! The cross-off is now official. As he waved to Olivia, moving on to her next class. His. Please. Please! God. That was fun. Thanks for the pointers, Olivia. I smirked, looking down at Olivia. Oh, at least you made a new friend. Sage? Nah. She just wanted some help with doodling. I don't know if that constitutes as me being her friend. But, that also reminds me of a not-so-good thing. What? Trish is also in my class. Oh yeah, because graphic design is her passion. As if on cue, the familiar purple Triceratops exited. Every time I see exited, my brain always goes existed first. It just really wants things to exist before they exit. Thankfully, walking the other way as she struggled to fit something into a bag, completely ignorant of our presence. Not that I hate her, but her art's kind of crap. She doesn't know the rule of thirds and everything. Isn't that a thing for photography? Whatever. I almost threw a chuckle out of my snout, shaking my head. Well, I crossed my arms as we began moving down the hallway. A few gazes come our way, as you would imagine. Olivia's wheelchair wasn't quite common news yet. Can't be much worse than my art skills. It is. She unapologetic. You go to art class to learn art, and Ish. I felt kind of bad for Trish if Olivia considered it that level. Recalling that CD case, the cardboard poster that she apparently had spent time in art class making, and yeah, I guess art isn't really Trish's forte, be it music or otherwise. The two of us carried on as the baryonic seemed to notice something. I'm guessing that's Stella. I blinked, following her sight, noticing this weeby Stegosaurus staring at us from behind the window of one of the classrooms. Her eyes widening when she was found out. She dropped to try and hide, but the back plates were in clear view, so I spoke up. Yep. You sure she's not like a stalker or something? Yeah, I'm mostly sure. Two of us continued on our way before I paused again, noting a certain pterodactyl at the end of the hallway, heading to his next class. A smile built up. MS Paint aficionados, I've seen some cool art made in paint. It's not the tools, it's the craft. Hey, Nasser! I called out, Olivia freezing up in a wheelchair. The grey and orange pterodactyl briefly paused, head turned away from us before continuing down the stairs. Did he just ghost me? It was fine if Nasser didn't want to talk, but why not even say a simple hello? Worse yet, I looked at Olivia, noting she was looking down with a very downcast expression. I like how she's casting down her vision in a downcast, you know what I mean, having noticed his intentional evasive maneuvers. To not even acknowledge Olivia, the one that brought him so much joy and happiness. That was 5 years ago, Anon! 5 years, apparently. I was unable to keep a deep frown off my face as my mouth was shut tight. I wasn't sure what even to say anymore to excuse him. Because frankly, I had no idea what was going on in that brain of his. The rest of the day went on. Let's put on a different song. I'm getting a little tired of this one. It works. The rest of the day went on. Keep on keeping on. And by the time we were at lunch, Nasser was once again MIA. He anxiously looked around from our food pile. Olivia holding her snout out with a claw, and her pencil idly drew circles in her book. not having touched her plate of now cold lamb chop. What to do? At this point, I was tempted to just ask Olivia if she wanted to try and look for Nasa, before I noticed a particular trio arrived at the food line. Reed, Trish, and Fang. They conversed with one another, and they tend to do that, yeah. And I was tempted to use my key. I was tempted to bring out my telescopic ears, but I decided against it. Although I was curious to know what they were talking about, the author's not good enough for that, so we're just gonna skip it. It felt wrong to listen in on them and breach their privacy. I mean, your dad told you not to, so hey, it's a character moment! You didn't fucking mean to, but there it is! They took their few plates and put them atop their trays, praying for them at the cashier, before getting ready to turn around and leave the auditorium. And Reed caught sight of me, pausing for a moment and giving me a smile. I smiled back, of course, looking back down to start working on my turning back, whatever. As Reed turned and called out something to Fang and Trish. Wait, hold on. Why are they coming this way? Whoa, hey, whoa! Why did you push me out of my chair, Reed? I don't know, I just kind of figured to change things up a little bit. This pass is fucking raw! Raw! I could not be Gordon Ramsay. Only in the literary world could I be Gordon Ramsay. Or maybe movies. I know more about movies than most Russian asset critics do, whose sole job it is to make people piss themselves. Naomi has attached Nasa's collar with a matching lead, taking it up. Damn, Naomi. Dang. Olivia's eyes widened when they arrived, suddenly placing her drawing away into her back. God damn it, stop drawing pornography. It's awkward for me. I'm too old for this, lady. As Reed spoke up with a great big smile, his tray littered with burritos and chips. He's got the munchies from all those joints. He had too much of the Mary J. Marijuana, as my cop told me. Olivia, Hannah, hey, sup? He peered at the empty seats around us. Mind if we sit? I looked at Trish and Fang in my peripheral vision. The former looked at me with a narrowed gaze. The latter seemed to prefer to be anywhere but here. Honestly, I could relate to Fang in the moment, wanting to just say, yeah, I do mind. It's the worst possible time for this. But of course, no. I try to get my best smile. You smile so much, Anna, you got royal smiles. The edges of my snout feeling wobbly. Make yourself at home. Cool. Reed sat, and his friends followed suit. Quiet for a few moments as we began to dig in. Olivia finally noticing that a cold chop had turned eyes, spinning around, probably just doing so to stay busy and avoid interaction. I myself was tempted to do the same, but Reed started to talk. So, how's it going on? It's been a day! Why does everyone in this fucking universe just always ask people, hey, you've been here for a day. How's it going? It's been a day. Nothing has happened. Okay. We both took a moment, looking up from our plates. Of course you speak for both of them, Anon, because Olivia... Jesus. Not at all. I mean, I get that it's supposed to be the point at this moment, but Olivia is not that introverted for that to really work as a concept. We've both been getting around pretty well. Awesome! You know, we were talking the other day about you guys riding up the elevator and stuff. To be honest, I don't think we've ever seen anyone use it before, other than you two. No, before you. Fang then mumbled behind the phone. Stupid bitch with a fucked up ring retard. Olivia gnashed her snout and snapped the hard bone-like twig, the end falling against her plate with a small clink. I took a small look at her, noticing she stared forward, her gaze somewhere else and narrowed with silent anger. Oh, fuck, I forgot, that's the swear word it's that she uses for Nasa. Oh, she might be upset about that, you know, wanting to fuck him and all. Yeah, she wouldn't be happy about that. I looked back as Trish began to talk. Reed said you stopped him from being accosted. He was about to get murdered, technically. Is that true? Sick deceptorol. Reed smokes, passes out, and dies. It's so sad. This looks like Candy's flip-flop. Fuck. I mean, we're just gonna sit back and watch him get potentially hurt. Potentially hurt? I think him getting hurt was on the table. So yeah, I guess we helped. Well, she looked away, hesitant about admitting this. Thanks for that, I guess. Did my ears deceive me, or did I hear an actual, genuine thank you from Trish? She needs to be quick to return to her usual attitude, but don't think for a moment or in even terms. I'm still watching you. I mean, you did basically commit sexual assault. And it was just a look. It wasn't even the butt. I resisted the urge to roll my eyes before realizing something. Shouldn't Trish be trying to guilt trip me at this moment? And ending one hasn't even happened yet. What are you talking about? Apology or something along the lines of harassing Fang in music class and ridiculing her ability to play. Not the specific thought I had, but unfortunately it was a very likely line that be spouted by her. So what gives? Seemed like a topic Trish would be eager to have brought up, especially by now. Unless Fang hadn't told her. Briefly, I took a look at Fang. She's still on the phone. I remember I was about to look up as I looked away. Maybe getting some semblance of an idea why she might have kept quiet. It was the guitar. Trish probably wouldn't have approved of her playing. Yeah, you remember that. You remember that. The bass. Reed tampered with the tablet from his backpack before giving us a look. By the way, you know we're doing a band, right? Pausing, I had to remind myself to play dumb. I mean, I'm pretty fucking stupid, but also... Olivia slowly shook her head and I spoke. Oh, yeah, not at all, not at all. Olivia, shut up, not at all. How have you not heard of us? Trish said with a frown, prompting me to wonder if she had forgotten that Olivia and I only started. What? We sure you started yesterday. But we're called Firm Drama. She confidently introduced the band. The band. We started it last semester, and we've been doing great so far. What do you mean, Salamander? Please tell me. Please, please. I just wanna smell and taste that beautiful, beautiful vindication. I'm gonna spit on my screen at some point. Hey, yeah. Reed seemed to reminisce. As long as you don't count. As long as you don't count that little future incident. La Banda. The band. La Banda. Trish warned, the Velociraptor flinching before turning back to his tablet. Anyways, check it. I've been recording some of our practices. Your practice sessions. Just call them sessions, call them jams, call them jazzes. I braced myself for what's to come. He pressed play, poor recording quality doing extremely little to hide. Just how awful two basses could sound if not properly used, devolving into unintelligible tinnitus. Am I better than food, or is the fic better than food? My man, you meant unintelligible tinnitus. However, I do like the term unintelligible tinnitus. That's so harsh. Sometimes. And that brought memories back, as I thought of that night. Prom night, back at summer camp. Why did I bury my ferret on summer camp? I blink away my distant eyes as Reed paused the recording. Trish looking at me expectantly, and even Fang lowered her phone to get a look. The amber eyes obviously looking with anxiousness. Edible food? Ugh. Get a load of this, normie. Great. Alright. Trish proclaimed with an open smile as I steadied my mouth with a cough, opening it to speak. Not to be rude, but maybe see if I could slightly pry at the subject regarding two guitars. It doesn't sound very good. My eyes widened, turning to Olivia, who has basically gone for the throat. It doesn't sound good at all. Reed looked unconcerned and rather willing to take criticism, but Trish? Yeah, Trish looked furious. Teeth gritted, her snout wrinkled, eyes clenched and flexing sexily. I didn't even know you could have abs on your eyes. Well, I wasn't. I had less hurtful tinnitus when I got isekai to World War I trenches before getting back here. It can't be that bad. No, that's not an isekai. That's just what the Russians write about. The Russians have a lot of isekai. Have an isekai genre. It's just Russian goes back to old history. Imagine reliving your life, dealing with your past memories, and figuring out what to do in the second chance, just to listen to the same shitty band recording twice. Oh no! Why am I torturing myself? Again, the big problem with ending one is that the whole problem can be fixed if Anon never gets involved. I guess. A thing worth noting is that the reason Fang gets that bad is because Anon says a lot of stuff. He is the trigger moment, as far as I'm concerned. So, if you take Anon out of the equation, yes, Fang had a really bad night, but not, shooting the school bad. Which is my problem with the ending, is that... if you want to fix it, just kill Anon. I really looked on... Okay. Fang, on the other... Claws are your nails. They are not your hands or fingers. Actually looked surprised... Although... I would like to point out this guy seems to have used claw in both the sense of fingers and hands and palms and everything else. Actually looked rather surprised instead of pissed. As if unexpected that someone had the guts to say something outright. Amber eyes blinking rapidly at Olivia while Trish continued her growling. Not gonna lie, Russian isekais are good. I did read a couple of them after seeing a meme about them. Third go around is gonna be wild with it. Yeah, you think Anna would have gotten some problems regarding getting shot and physical violence, anything, but no, don't worry about it. This is a cope fic. Anon is the GOAT. He can do no wrong. He can beat up guys twice his size. He can jump buildings in a single bound. His telescopic ears can hear a whispered conversation from across a parking lot. I heard the Russian isekais are a little bit too, they're a bit too nationalistic. But outside of that, hey, the idea is fucking neat. You can, conceptually, the idea is not bad, but I've said it 1,000 times. Ideas are cheap and easy. It's executions that are hard, and I haven't read them, so I can't really pass any judgment. Outside of that, it sounds like they often devolve into, pro-Russia garbage, but maybe if it's good written propaganda, it's still a good fucking written story, Just because Lord of the Rings has a big problem with orcs doesn't mean it's not a good story. I'm just saying. Care to elaborate on that? Yeah, I've seen the covers. They do go very hard. Ugh. They are fantastic. Sure. And then the Baryonyx elaborated. Okay, I was about to freak out. But then I remembered. I was gonna say, why would Olivia know about music? She's an artist with pencil. But then I realized, in Wani Gator, Olivia is a metalhead. She would know about music. So, retracted the statement I didn't make. There is a valid way for this to work. If we consider Olivia to be considered incarnation. Man, I would love it if someone would post some of those links, but I'm afraid you can't do that without, special super permission or something. YouTube's really weird like that. You could send some titles, and then I could look those titles up and get the book covers. Going back to ancient Egypt over the Pharaoh! I mean, like I said, the idea fucking cracks me up already. The infamous Snoot fic did it better with the fighting and trauma. Huh? It sounds too heavy. I can barely hear the rhythm. And the rhythm... Okay. You're talking about harmony and melody, not rhythm. Rhythm is the BPM. That's melody. But whatever. We're not going to get too much into it. We're not going to get into it. What matters is that it works as a concept. And any rhythm is completely off key because it's just too low. It doesn't sound right with two basses. In fact, why did you go with two basses? Reed shrugged. I just thought it was cool, unique and stuff. And it's monetizable. Trish harumph. I love the verb harumph. I love harumph. That's a great verb. Crossing her arms. Besides, you just don't get it. Probably don't even play anything. The Triceratops almost seemed panicked at her own... Not that I'm insinuating... So Nasser and Trish both make the mistake of your legs don't work, so your hands don't either. The infamous game series based in Snoot Game is Wait, what? Oh, the infamous game series, like the Lightning Boy. Why must you fucking tempt me? I don't need these distractions. Okay. Is it infamous Fallen Return? Oh my god, I love that it's like, hey, if you're new to the old series of Infamous, please stop. The book will talk about things you won't understand. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Fuck it, I'm adding this to the list. This sounds exactly like the kind of bullshit I want to deal with. Hell yeah! Listen, I know that a lot of fanfic writers write random-ass garbage, but I want stupid random-ass garbage. Like, yes, this fic so far has been kind of fucking garbo in the bad way, but crossovers, you have my attention. It's added to the list. Okay, let's move on. Tonight's a good night. I've got a feeling that tonight was a good night. Because it already happened. Not that I'm insinuating it's your ability to walk as a died. Oh my... That is so much worse! Not that your inability to walk as a human being. Holy shit! You got the #1 Snoot fic rating. Like I said, you're the fucking wise old man. You know everything. You got a blue party hat and everything. Gonna tell me that it's dangerous to go alone and then you give me a shitty sword. Hell yeah. I'm game. Olivia rolled her eyes. Maybe you're right. She turned to me. Then in that case, you should listen to Anon. He can give you some pointers. Oh yeah, Anon also plays guitar, right? I completely forgot that Anon plays an instrument. All the eyes were upon me. Reed blinking as Trish sneered, and Fang, they were piercing, walking the fine line between predatory and curiosity. No, predatory and curious. It's predatory and curious. He is predatory, he is curious. You dumbass. Like, you would only make this mistake if you don't know that the Y isn't the thing that does it, you know? As if seeing right through me, her snout closed, you could tease saying, not a single clue what she was thinking. Oh, that actually means that Anon leaving the thing last time actually makes sense, because it meant that he didn't have to play an instrument. It almost made me tremble before Trish spoke up. What the hell would you know about music? Managing to ignore Fang's eyes, they were burrowing into those hands. I looked to Trish. Grandkids never visit, but I got Gator. Presumably a dinosaur of the thickness. What? I'm terrified. Please, stop scaring me. By the way, people who are used to me having streams on Saturdays, we're not having a stream on Saturday. I have priorly arranged engagements that are going to get in the way a lot. That may or may not involve cheese fondue. It might, but it also might not. I stopped, noticing Naomi was arriving, so, Fang blinked. She followed my gaze and figured out what was going on, returned to a phone as she grumbled a warning. Naomi at 12 o'clock. Trish's head shot up like an alert animal as Reed gave a friendly smile at the approaching pink parallel. Never did I think I'd be so relieved to see Naomi, even if she was probably holding NASA somewhere on a collar on the task so that he could continue avoiding us. But that relief didn't last long, because she was briefly caught frowning at the trio. Hello, Youthie. She then turned and looked at Olivia and me with a fake cheerful, "Hang on, Olivia!" And then that frown returned. Have you two seen Nasser? That threw me for a loop. My green eye stuck on a blinking cycle. Not at all, actually. Nasser wasn't with Naomi? Then where the hell was he? And what was he doing? Olivia seemed surprised by that news as well, since she opened her snout to ask, since she opened her mouth to ask, only for Naomi to disregard her, asking the trio next, "What about you three?" "Nope, no idea. Sorry," Reach said with an earnest shrug. "Yeah," Trish smoothly agreed. "And even if we know, what makes you think we'd tell?" Fang didn't even look up from her phone as she answered. "Like I'd give a shit about that fucked wing Rita." Olivia's tail struck the ground with the force of a sledgehammer, the entire table rumbling as plates and silverware clattered loudly. "Olivia, the card pays for food, not for the silverware, or the porcelain, or the fine china," putting the entire table conversation on at pause, because everything pauses all the damn time. We got conflict. Let's go. Hold on. There's a very specific thing that I wish to play for this. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it? Something's happening! Thank you. She then... Oh, wait. And she looked angry. Angrier than I'd ever seen her before. She then disengaged to move. Oh, no. All I could do was watch in abject horror as she rolled straight up to Fang, pterodactyl lowering her phone in confusion. Olivia spoke. "Don't call him that. Do not refer to him as that. You swit. You Enoir." Fang blinks uninterestedly. "Oh? No, sir. Don't call him that." I was unable to keep the grimace from my snout. What grimace? Naomi blinking at the exchange as Trish and Reed watched with startled gazes. I was going to go with glances. Christ, why is... Because I voiced Naomi like this. She's so excited to be here. "Hi, how are you doing, Salamander? Would you like to see the school? I can get you a lunch card." "Hi." Kind of got a Kirby vibe to it, really. "Pollo." Fang seemed to parse Olivia's words, using a regex expression that I taught her a bit ago. "Anon, for fuck's sake! Regex is regular expression! There are no regex expressions! Oh my god, it's like calling an ATM machine!" "What's wrong with you, Olivia?" "I don't know, I'm just irrationally angry right now." What do you even know what regex means? "I visit nerd forums. AI's gonna take my goddamn job, I better know about it." Fang seemed to parse Olivia's words before she frowned quite unpleasantly. "Screw off," she growled, returning to her phone. "I can call him whatever I want." Olivia's snout wrinkled, her sharp teeth gritted as she "Why is she looking at you? Why is she looking at you?" And then, "What's her problem? Why are you asking him? There are two other people at the table who know way better than you do." And everything just stopped. Although, I would honestly, if there is a plot point, that someone knows, this is a fantastically subtle reveal. But it's not, so you don't get the points. Sorry. And everything just stopped, the entire cafeteria falling into total silence. Even spotted Stella watching us from a nearby pillar, a hand over her mouth in shock. Most of the nearby tables were now also looking our way, understanding of the shitstorm that we were the center of. The shitstorm is not about to occur, Anon. It's in progress. Pay attention to the weather warnings. Her? Oh, I missed that part. Fuck. Olivia turned back, noticing how Fang was getting up from her seat. Fang's pretty tall, especially with the wings. Can you not see? Excuse me. Are you the baddies? That's such a bad joke. Hold on. If we're doing boss music, we're doing... I mean, I'm kind of risking a copyright claim on this, but... you know what? Fuck it. We'll do Slarpica. I know they're pretty chill about this. Beast Bash will work. Why do I hear boss music? Why does YouTube do this so often that I'm like, I type in a thing and it does a thing and then it opens a whole separate video? Like, YouTube is so busted of late. Don't know what it is. I could go for a Forgimettos mix, but I think you should just visit this fucking channel and watch it already. Okay, that's Transform. That's the big boss theme, and I don't want to... You know, we can do both. We can do both. We can do Transform and Beast Bash. Let's do Beast. Olivia looked Fang up and down before shaking her head. Not much. Holy fuck! I'd falsely assumed it played like my past life, only to realize Olivia had no movement in her legs and no shits to give. Fang looked even more pissed at the insults, angelic wings spreading in aggravation. Why are you calling them angelic in this context? That's a weird thing to do. Trish and Reed staring wide-eyed. I am non-binary. I don't care, Olivia responded, arms crossed and tone flat, with a dangerous edge to it. How can you expect others to treat you with respect when you can't even respect your own goddamn brother? Oh no, the boss music's amping up. Fang then lunged, slamming both claws into the armrests of Olivia's wheelchair. And what the fuck does a cripple know about respect? I stood up quickly, realizing if nobody stepped in, then someone was going to get clawed. Trish unhelpfully dejecting, perhaps diffusing once she had realized how bad the optics of the situation looked. A few tables continued to glare at us. Oh, well, Olivia. Olivia, if you want to avoid these types of situations, you should use Fang's pronouns of they, them, and... Tell they, them to get their claws off of my armrest. Those are my pronouns. Me, my. Olivia, those are first-person pronouns, those don't count. Oh, fuck! Her tone was low, staring Fang dead in the eye. Both claws atop her wheels and ready to drive it forward. You're gonna get arrested for assault, Olivia. Or I'm about to turn those shins into was-were. I mean, I've seen that joke 1,000 times, so you're not getting points, sorry. Finally, Reed and I stepped in before any threats were made good on. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna put on. You know what? Let's put on. I really like Shadow Lord. It's a really good song. I should really continue playing Near Replicant. It's neat. I don't want to play Near Replicant with the young guy. I want to play with the old dad. I want the dad. Play Great Hearts, Great Wolf Sith. You know what? Why not? If we got suggestions, we'll go for it. Actually, not even familiar with much of Dark Souls because every single time I watch a Dark Souls, it's edited and people are talking. Olivia, please! You're not allowed to have 2 boss fights phases! You're just a mini-boss! To hell I am! Finally, Reed and I stepped in before any threats were made good on. The Velociraptor... Oh, hold on, it's a bit loud. The Velociraptor gently grasping Fang's wrist and detaching them from the... Come on, Fang, just chill. Pterodactyl wrestled from his grasp, still looking down at Olivia with a snarl. Teeth bared and body still poised to swoop down and inflict some winged frenzy. Oh, this is kind of neat. Yeah, this is a neat one. Second feint. Her legs still don't work! Oh man, I'm thinking of Fear and Hunger. Hold on. So, Olivia... Oh yeah, there is an Olivia in Fear and Hunger. I wonder if that's related. But, in Fear and Hunger, there is a... yeah, you value my privacy, fuck off. There is Olivia. And she's in a wheelchair. And she also has a... Oh shit, I got fucked up form. And when she's fucked up... Hold on. Where can I find her fucked up form? Where's her moon scorched form? Mechanical Dance. Mechanical... Ah, I love Mechanical Dance. She is like, I'm an abomination, I'm part machine. Oh, it's so good. It's so neat that the character... Also, that design is just fucking awesome. Like, the bottom section is just Pyramid Head. And then she has those long-ass arms that are... so good! Makes me want to beat the shit out of myself. The soil of the body isn't still fertile enough for soils to grow. The kicks to the hull cause the thing to sound with an awful. If Don is in the party. Dang. You can't eat machinery. There are no organs to harvest. Besides its head, it seems that nothing is organic. Only her head. Only her head. Only considers her head to be... so good. Anyway, I'm going to play Transform because it's just... That's so fun. It's a good final song, though, for a boss fight. Especially the part that's 64 seconds is really nice, because it does that thing where the music falls quiet. Songs to beat up God to with your boy, Saffy Crook.
Get your God-slaying sticks out, kiddos.
Olivia... the pterodactyl wrestled from his grasp, still peering down at him. Olivia simply sat there as I placed a gentle claw on her shoulder, feeling the anger radiate through her hoodie. She crossed her arms and stooped her head low, shooting Fang, that scrutinizing gaze she was known for, making her seem akin to some gator waiting in the shallow water, ready to drown and catch some unfortunate creature in the death. A few giggles sounded off, Fang finally looking away from Olivia.
Well, what the heck is so funny?
Dating myself and... The Fear and Hunger Snoot fic. The Silent Hill one will have to do. This is a Silent Hill one? I didn't even know that was happening. What a weird thing to cross-combine. What the hell was that guy thinking? Fucking weirdo. I do a Fear and Hunger one, but... I don't really feel like... I don't really feel like writing about penises that much at the moment, so... I couldn't do it justice. I do like heads that float around and blow shit up, though, and get blown up by God. That's great. I'm all about that.
You got owned by a cripple.
Oh shit, she's reclaiming it. Laughter burst out, and it shamed me to think that in my past life, when I first started at Volcano High, I would have been one of those laughing voices. So content with this ridiculing and mocking from the sidelines. But now, nothing about this was funny, as Fang gave the finger, snarling as Olivia and I silently watched. Oh, fuck all of you. You can all go fucking die. She then stomped off, Reed and Trish following anxiously as they desperately tried to call out to her, but no avail. There's a mod that gatorizes... No, that is so goofy. I can't believe this wheelchair girl turned into another wheelchair girl. Oh shit. The playback failed, so we have to pick a new song. It's a bit too calm for what we're doing, but whatever. I wanted to call out too, but my claw tensed in Olivia's shoulder. How could I at this moment? Perhaps Stella was right, because it really did feel like I had shitty luck. But I didn't dwell on that. I looked down at Olivia, still staring. Olivia, who was still staring where Fang had left, still with that same strong stare. Before she finally relented, slowly let out a heavy sigh as she sunk into her chair, gently placing a claw by her shoulder and over my own. There's Diva from GG2 Overture. Fuck it, let's look it up. Oh, that's just kind of neat. That's neat. Let's go a little bit ahead and see what we're getting. Oh shit! It is the guitar. That sounds like something fun to listen to later. Let's turn on to Swagger. I haven't swaggered in a bit. Or West Coast kicked it. For some reason, this song is like very much the bass song of this game at points. Actually, no, Skin Roll works perfectly because we're in a low moment. But I didn't dwell on that. Okay.
I messed up.
I looked over her, giving attention as she continued.
Shouldn't have gotten angry like that.
She closed her eyes and shook her head.
I shouldn't have gotten in a fight with her and, fuck.
She looked up at me.
Messed up.
She repeated solemnly. I took a moment to think, get my words together. I'm not gonna say that what you felt was wrong. It's alright to get angry. But you were also right that it wasn't the way to go about it, Olivia. Fang obviously isn't on good terms with the brother. I looked to where Fang had exited the room. The entrance of the corridor now empty. That's Nasa's battle to fight. I always. Speaking of which, I remembered that Naomi was here, seeing a distant gaze on her face. Noticing how envious it looked for some reason as I spoke up. Hey, Naomi, you have any idea where Nasa might be? She blinked and shook her head.
No.
She frowned as if blaming us.
But I'll continue to try to find him alone.
Naomi left. That was just Olivia and I guess Stella to an extent. Standing in the background and frantically pointing at the reversed wheel fortune card in her hand. Yeah, I know, thank you, Stella! I think we might as well finish this up in one and call it a quit. The last period arrived. Oh, students weren't even here yet. It was far earlier than the lesson could even start. I brought a change of PE clothes. I looked in the mirror of the locker room. 21 on the back of my black PE shirt is just at the hem of my shorts. Now fully prepared, I exited the room, finding Olivia waiting for me in a kit. White shirt having replaced her hoodie, number concealed behind her cheek. You put yours on? I asked. She shrugs.
I figured it might as well.
She admitted with a shrug before turning around. There's a lot of shrugging she's doing. Yeah, she already started shrugging. Why are you specifying this twice? Before turning around, that was 7 on the back of her shirt.
Never know.
Fair. The two of us entered the gymnasium. To see barely anyone there except a few students. The only standout being a gray-colored dinosaur with wearing a red beanie. She tilted her head right. Would that count as a Puppet Pal character? Because I think I know who they're talking about. I need my hepatitis to function. Fun drinking. Listen, Salamander, you can do it with Snout. Oh, well, hold on. I have a little list. We have Smile, Claw, Pierce, Snout, Paws, and a Raised Eye. But that one, I don't know if I'm going to count that one for long. That was just a weird thing last time. So that was why I was here. The door suddenly slammed open as a small group of jocks entered, led by a Megalodon wearing a pair of red goggle shades. Yo! Wait. Yo! First lesson up here, yeah, let's fucking go! They cheered as Olivia raised an eye. Oh, she's raising eyes.
Who are they?
My guess, they're just the jocks. Wait, that Megalodon. You don't know. You don't think that's Chet, do you?
Chet? Wait a minute.
Olivia wondered before her eyes widened.
Megalodon, I was supposed to come to Meteor Ball with Nas.
Chet, or who we assumed to be seeing there, as there were no other Megalodons we knew of at school, then turned to the door. Yo, Nasa, what are you sluggish for? Come on, dude! What is the Stephen King drinking game? Please enlighten me, because I have not heard that one. Nasa entered, shaking his head as he looked down, distracted by his thoughts. Freezing when he noticed Olivia's eyes, his deep, luscious golden eyes wide. I could feel the baryonyx shirk from his gaze, but not me. I kept looking him right in the eye. Stop that! Unable to keep a frown from my face. The gritted smile from my snout, the type that made look one made when they were happy pissed. I was more pissed than happy. Pissed he'd avoid. It's been 1 day! What are you talking about? It's been 1 day. Ghosting someone for 1 day is perfectly fine. You dingus. Oh no, I couldn't see my friend, my not girlfriend or boyfriend, but just my friend for all day. Ah! What is the menacing sound anyway? Go? Wait, it's just go? Or just go? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Let go. Let go. Let go. Hold on, I'm getting distracted. Menacingly. Admittedly, I said before that I hate this shit, but it's fine because Anon's a fucking dork in this context. Hey, NASA. I greeted with a calm, remaining the calm and reasonableness. I think we missed you today. Neat. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Let's look at the next chapter because I'm pissed. I'm pissed in vinegar. Anything interesting in the comments? I mean, hey, we're getting some tension. Some shit is happening. Holy crap. You might have noticed I stopped being so angy as things started to actually fucking happen for once. So I got distracted by something happening, which is what books are all about. Man, I still don't know what I'm going to do once Ranger in the Fog is done. What am I supposed to do? I have ideas, but I don't know which one to pick. My hands are full of ideas. But so many of them take so much time. Okay, let's take a look at the next chapter. Nasser acted if she hadn't heard me. Notable. The blue scale tour of a source of... Wait a minute, isn't that just the guy from the other one? He has a prosthetic claw. Whatever. We got meat more. Isn't that some kind of vegetable? Apparently we got Mr. Boomstick. He has a loud stick. Racist remarks, an antagonist without any redeeming qualities. You know, I like how this guy's getting fan art. I mean, good for him, right? I'm not jealous. What are you talking about? A disabled kid with magic powers. You know, I might have lost all my arms and legs, but Stephen King did give me some cool magic powers. I still feel that Sage's design is a bit messy without the hat. The hat really pulls it together. We're getting some more fan art that's in the middle of writing. Wait, is this whole fucking thing just the dodgeball? Because it starts off with that. I don't even know what's going on. Anon's world, however. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this. We'll see where we are when we get there. Someone went to the hospital playing it. I mean, that's dedication to the craft, my man. Can you blame him? I think we're done for today. Next week, I guess we'll do chapter 14, was it? Yeah, chapter 15, sorry. Anon's World. We're making a lot of progress, which is to say that we are getting... we're about at least halfway through, 2/3 maybe. We're making headway. Jesus. I'll be honest, I can't wait to start reading another fic. Like, I don't care if it's qualitatively better, but the fact that this guy makes like one or two precise mistakes and none other is a bit boring. Also, the writing is a bit sloppy. I want some different kind of fucked up. My throat hurts, though. Got a little wow there. Okay, so we're done. Like I said, we're gonna do the next chapter next time. I like the Want to Be the Gator. I mean, I'm all for doing like a one-shot, something else, something a little different, switching it up, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I don't know, man. We got no links today. That's why my brain is getting so caught up. Usually we have like some links to look at or something to talk about, but I guess we really don't. I already did the thing this morning with the at the beginning with the what was it called? The bingo. A sexy game of bingo. It wasn't sexy bingo, but it was a sexy game of bingo. Man, the song just makes me mellow out, man. Just chill, man. Sorry, I'm reading the Fear and Hunger wiki. Every time I go to this place, it's like TV tropes. I just get sucked in. The fucking... Whoa! Easy there, buddy. Just clicking pictures. Wait, who the fuck is Kalev? You can have a goat on your team? Dang. That's pretty cool, though. I don't recall that one. Black Kalev in the party. Black Kalev is a potential party member. Oh shit, you can even like draw on him and stuff. The god sigil's neat. Probably a replacement for, what was it called again? Moonless. Yeah, I fucking love Moonless. That design of Moonless is so cool. He might be based on the devil. The devil's in my party! Yay! Ba 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 ba. Hold on. Satan joined your party! Wow! Great! Satan can send the damned to hell. Just ask him nicely. You can also damn people, so he's a shortcut. But it takes 2 turns to set up, so it might not be worth it. Marina's afraid of Kalev. Black Phillip. Horror movie The Witch. What? Estonian. Means giant or strong tall man, which Kalev is if the player goes by the wife's words of his girth, being twice the size of the woodsman's girth, or if the player refers to him. Oh. When the player first encounters the men in black in the basement, they are prompted with dialogue choice asking whether or not they believe in the darkness. Player is given the somewhat comedic option to say, I believe in a thing called love. The man in black. Oh, that's the goat. Sometimes the goat is a guy. That's just weird, man. Goats can't be people. He's more than a man they've ever been. Twice the size, in fact. The woodsman's wife has some fucking sass. If the player takes the time to sculpt 12 clay figures that are present in Rur's alternate realms, 7 in the wood house. His human form will appear and share some information about the sulfur god. What a nice guy. He's just giving us some little chit-chats, down by the... Carving an idol of yourself, I see. Humanity and their endless yearning. I stood next to you, or celebrated Christ, the the Ascended One, as he carved his idol. To condense his true essence, he carved that macabre being from the depths of his subconscious to confront the shadow, the unknowable, the imperfection that obstructed his pursuits of absolution. As one, ascended became two. That was when humanity finally reached the heights it always strived for. Only it was not the two gods that mankind yearned for now, was it? The other one had been dug deep from within his subconscious. It had just been sent back as... What? It had... Oh. If one had been dug deep within Alma's consciousness, it had to be sent just as deep so it wouldn't obstruct the newfound order. Cast away so true absolution couldn't be reached. Cast away deep, all the way down to the sulphuric pits. But which was the one that got cast away? The conscious or the subconscious of the Ascended One? If you continue carving idol big enough to rival the old order, you won't know which side of you prevails. It could just be, well, you get squashed as your shadow. Okay, so this is a fun thing. I did hear about a theory that Almer didn't become a god. The sulfur god is Almer, and, no, it's not a sulfur god. It's a sulfuric god, right? Oh, no, it's just a sulfur god. I'm a little silly. But the sulfur god is either Almer or is subconscious. I like the idea that, like, you got the bad guy. You got the bad one! He is implied to be an ascended god. By virtue of being conceived in Almer, ascended in his subconscious. Hatred-filled parts were cast into the sulfur pits. Into hell! Just call it heck! He cast into heck! All the way into hecky. It is said... Love how that's a link. Man, I like Fear and Hunger. It's just such a neat game with its own little funny lore and interpretations and cool stuff. Ascended gods are on par with the old gods of power, believe that they were once more to possess divine ancestry and underwent an ascension process. Oh yeah. Because the old gods are silly. The old gods are just like, yeah, you got a couple of days to get up, be a big cool man. Oh no, the new gods, that's the one. The old gods are the cool gods, but the new gods are like, they got to sit on a big chair, and then everyone was like, yeah, well, you're lame. See you later. What such a neat setting. I just like it so much. They sit at a table. You can ask them a question, and like, yep, see you later, buddy. For devotion for one of the gods, you get a literal goat. Fuck yeah, I have Discord, yes. But like I said, my Discord is not for any purposes. It has no use case. Why the hell am I still recording, Safi? Should have stopped that minutes ago. Yabingus.